Hey, it's time to forgive yourself. I understand that sometimes you feel like you can't, but you can. Because if you don't forgive yourself now, you're just going to keep holding yourself back. Okay? Okay. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. If you don't know me, my name is Ayanna, where I do different types of content. So, hello. Welcome. So, let's talk about forgiving yourself. What does it mean to really forgive yourself? Can you move on if you don't forgive yourself? Can you get past things or do anything if you don't forgive yourself? That's the real question here. What is life like if you don't forgive yourself? So let's talk about it. I do feel and believe that everybody needs to at least forgive themselves for something that they either did or something that they wish that they did do but didn't end up doing, if that makes sense. Like, for an example, let's say that you was dealing with a bad, terrible relationship, right? And you decided to give this person multiple chances over and over, and knowing that that person would not have changed, or just things will just keep going downhill from there. Long story short, right? Let's say eventually you ended up leaving, and as time passes by you're healing, but now you're in a spot where you're kind of like blaming yourself, or you're feeling bad for yourself, or you feel like you can't forgive yourself because one, you let that person disrespect you, two, you wish that you would have left a long time ago, and three, you just feel like you wouldn't be this person that you are now. You wouldn't have all these traits, or you wouldn't have this particular mindset that you have now because you stayed in a terrible relationship for so long that now you feel like you're getting all like the repercussions. Like you're just like, why me, and so you feel like you just can't forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, okay? It's okay. Like, people make mistakes, people learn a different way, you know it happens, like and it happens to a lot of people, but you have to forgive yourself because not all of it really is your fault. But I also think that, you should be forgiving yourself because you don't want to live your life with constant regret. That's why I said, what would life be like if you just really never forgiving yourself at all? And you know what? Sometimes we do cause our own problems in our own life, and we do stupid stuff that can harm us or the people around us. And so we live with that regret. But you're going to have to learn to accept that, yeah, I effed up. Yeah, I messed up. And yeah, you got to own up to it. You got to take accountability for it. But while you're doing that over time, for like, while you're doing that over time, end up like, just forgive yourself. So that way, if someone was to try to come back to you, or some people try to hit you with the, oh, remember when you used to do this, you remember you used to do that, and you did this and you did that, you're not living with that regret because you already forgiven yourself, and you already apologized. If you could, you already apologized to the people, or you apologized to yourself, and so no one can use it against you, even if they did try. But if you're still out here walking around holding on to this regret and this baggage or whatever that you're holding on to, people can just use it against you, and you just get pissed off a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's easier said than done, of course, but it's just a word, it's just an advice. Like, but I know not everybody is like that. Not everybody thinks like that. And I mean, that's okay. I'm just a random stranger just trying to help you out, give you some advice on through the internet, on YouTube. What do I know? And I know it may sound silly, it may sound like a fantasy or not sound realistic or whatever, but like I said, I know we're talking about forgiving ourselves, but you just don't want to walk around here, being unhappy all the time, mad, just depressed or miserable, holding on to something that you could have done, or that you wish you would have done sooner, because it's like You're holding yourself back. You're being a hindrance to yourself, I guess. And like you don't really want that for yourself. And I feel like people wouldn't even want to be around you either. If that makes sense. Sorry if my words just kind of sound like they're all over the place. And I hope that I'm making sense. If I'm not making sense, I do apologize. But yeah, I think it's very important to just forgive yourself. If you don't know how to forgive yourself, do some inner work. Get a journal. Write down like what are you dealing with. If you feel like you can't talk to nobody about it, write it down and burn it like some people do, or just write it down and keep track of it, right? And then over time, while you're writing these things down, like do some journaling prompts. Go on like Pinterest or whatever, or someone on YouTube, and just write this stuff down. Go to therapy, or hey, take a walk in the park and let nature be your healer. Shit, nature be my healer. Writing down in my journal was like my biggest healer. I got a journal, like a couple of journals in my closet right now, where when I look back at that stuff, I'm like, dang, I really used to be like that. And look at me, like I'm just a happier person now. You could be like me and be happy. And just, acknowledge that, yeah, this is how I felt. This is what I used to do or what I did. And yeah, I wish I would have done that sooner, but I forgive myself, bro. Like shit. Like look at me, like now I'm much better. I'm happier. I'm like living my life, and no one can use anything against me, even if they tried to, because I already accepted it. Like I took my accountability. Like you could be living a happy life like that. I hope this makes sense, y'all, because I feel like I'm not making sense. I'm gonna say this and then I'll be done for today, because it's a little short message. But that saying where they say, how can you help others but not help yourself? How can you forgive others but still not have forgiven yourself yet either? Maybe it's easier said than done, but hey, forgive yourself. You deserve to live a happy life too. As long as you held yourself accountable for it and you have changed your actions, whether it was something that was your fault, if it wasn't your fault, but you wish that you could have done something differently because you don't like how you had these certain type of, these characteristic traits, or something that you have developed and it's never been you, and you wish you could have left sooner or done something sooner, it's okay. You can always get that fixed. That can always change with just a little work and some healing or whatever. Talk to some friends, go out, live your life, be a party. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I do apologize once again if everything was all over the place. But I hope to see you guys on another video. Make sure you follow my TikTok, my Instagram, and subscribe to me on YouTube. I think I might be posting up some different types of content eventually, just to make everybody happy, But bye, guys.